Hi Taurus, welcome to your self-love reading. I'm Shae. So this reading is about self-love. It's about recognizing the need to start your healing in a place of how you view yourself, how your hurts and past have affected the way you handle the events that come up in your life now, and how you can recognize the cycle and learn to start breaking it and just start really, really loving yourself. So I'm going to read the meaning of this card, and then I'm going to pull some tarot and some other oracle cards, and we'll have some fun. Take time out to get to know yourself and what works for you in this particular cycle of your life. Some of the biggest obstacles to self-love are self-criticism and perfectionism, which lead to harsh judgment of the self, closing down, and eventually illness. Have you been trying to compete with others, get approval from people in your family, or simply pushing yourself too hard? If so, you need to soften and start listening to your body. Focus on keeping your heart open and practice acknowledging and recognizing the good in yourself and others. This card beckons you to breathe love in and out at every moment of the day. Ask yourself, what changes do I need to make to my daily routine so that love can pulsate through every breath, action, and relationship I engage in? Choose to open your heart through softness, deep breathing, relaxation, movement, finding beauty in nature, in your home, in your pain, in your love, in sadness, and in prayer. Keep your heart open even though it makes you feel vulnerable and exposed. And there's an action, like a little exercise that goes along with this card. So if you want to take a screenshot, whoops, my other right, and there you go. Okay, so self-love, it can affect all areas of our life. It can affect every single decision that we make. If we're vibrating at that lower vibration, then we're going to make decisions that may not be the best for us, etc., etc., etc. So I've got cards here now that fell out when I was shuffling. So we have Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Two of Wands, and Nine of Wands. Alright, so let's get into this. Four of Pentacles, that is about being conservative. It is about being cautious. It is about remaining in control. So there could be some caution, there could be some hesitation in how you live your life and how you go in and out day to day. So let's get further into it, and maybe we can determine why and how we can start to move on from that. Because next we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is about being at an impasse. You don't know which way to go. You could be avoiding making decisions, or you can just have a ton of difficult decisions right now that you're just so overwhelmed you can't even. So, and that can also affect how you feel. That can also affect how you view yourself. If you're unsure, if you don't trust yourself to make the right choice, and you have some major decisions coming up, that can definitely affect how you view yourself and how your decisions even are made when you eventually are able to get there. And with that Four of Pentacles, with that conservatism and being in control, you are maybe afraid to make this decision because maybe your previous decisions have not worked out the way you had anticipated. So there's that trust of yourself. Then you have the Two of Wands. So you're all like wanting to plan your future, and you have this vision for your life, but you have no idea how to get there, and you don't know even if you can get there because of everything that you've gone through in the past, because of all the different ins and outs and twists and turns that you've experienced. And you're finding yourself at that point again where some changes need to be made, but you're totally scared. So you have these ideas and these goals, but you don't seem to know how to get there. Then you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is that persistence and courage. Spirit wants you to be persistent and to be courageous, to stand up for what you want and learn to stand up for yourself and learn how to trust yourself. You learn how to, it's almost like this is a rite of passage in a way. Like, if you can make this decision and it turns out the way you hope it does, which it should, if you can learn to trust yourself and really listen to your intuition, it's almost going to change things for the future. And what I mean by that is that your view of yourself, your trust in yourself will change. So Spirit is saying, you have this really difficult thing going on. We understand. We can see your vision, but you still have to go out there and do it and trust yourself and have faith and have courage that you're going to make the right decision and that you've learned from your lessons in the past. Our next card is our Ascended Masters Oracle card, and we have Purification. And let me get that reading for you. I've started reading these because I really feel that the full meaning helps out, especially if it says something that I maybe wouldn't have said. Something involved with this situation needs purifying. This could be a signal to purify your motives and intentions so they're purely about service and not about fear or competition. It could mean a purification of your body and diet, or it could simply mean adjusting your life so that all of your actions are in integrity with your true beliefs. White Tarot will support and assist this purification, ensuring that it's a harmonious process that brings great blessings to you and others. Additional meaning for this card: put your whole focus onto how may I serve instead of what might I get out of this, and everything will go better. Affirm loving thoughts about yourself and others. Avoid chemicals and toxins. Avoid any behaviors that lead to feelings of guilt or shame, as these lower your self-esteem. Leave situations that are out of integrity with your true beliefs. So we have two things in there about focusing on ourselves. Avoid behaviors that lead to feelings with guilt and shame as they lower your self-esteem, and affirm loving thoughts about yourself and others. So Spirit is saying you need to purify yourself. You need to purify your whole and cleanse your whole self, your spiritual self, your physical self, and really get to know who you are as an individual. Figure out what you stand for, what your values are, and align your life to meet those values and goals. Remove any negativity, and there's that lower vibration that we discussed of how you make your decisions when your self-esteem is lower, when that lower vibration, when you're in that lower vibration, you make decisions from that lower vibration, and they're probably not the best decisions. We need to remove that negativity and nastiness within us, allow ourselves to vibrate at that higher vibration, and we will make clearer, more concise choices and be able to think better and think critically without so much emotion clouding us. All right. Our next card is going to be our Angel Oracle card for self-love for Taurus, please, Spirit. Okay, we're going to move on for a minute because the card does not want to come out, and we'll try our Whispers of Love Oracle card. And we had some fall, so I'm going to just give these a little shuffle here. Practice comparison. See things from a different perspective. Yes, that is exactly right. So we can all benefit when we try to look at things from someone else's point of view. Walking in someone else's shoes helps us have a tender understanding that may change how we are feeling now. Love and compassion always bring a positive outcome. So that practice comparison, changing your perspective. That's exactly what I was talking about with the lower vibration. We need to change our perspective, get up into that higher vibration so that we can see things in a different light, in a different way. But if we're stuck down here, things are going to look way different than if we're vibrating, spiritually in our higher vibration, where things are clearer and just understanding is abounding. All right, so we have forgiveness and friendship. Let me get those meanings. Let go of anger and resentment and feel yourself healed. You don't need to forgive the action, just the person, so that you can be at peace. By drawing this card, your angels guide you to release anger and irritation. They realize that you may be perfectly justified in feeling angry, yet they ask you to look at the high price you pay for being the vessel of anger. Forgiveness does not mean what you did is okay to me. It simply means I am no longer willing to carry around pain in response to your actions. When we hold unforgiveness in our hearts, we only punish ourselves, after all. Your angels will help you release unforgiveness if you will just ask for their assistance. Friendship. Changes in your friendships are occurring. Be lovingly honest with yourself and your friends right now and appreciate the healing benefits of a true friend. Not only are you changing on the inside, but your life is changing on the outside as well. Among these changes are your relationship with friends. Perhaps you fear that you no longer have common interests with old friends, or maybe you wonder if you'll meet new friends with whom you'll share close bonds. Changes in friendships are natural, and the angels ask you to surrender your relationships to them. Know that God and the angels watch over you and your friends. They will lovingly help all of you during these transitions. This card also signifies that you are ready to receive new friendships with people who mirror your interests and ambitions. So with forgiveness, they're saying if somebody owes you an apology that you may not get, you need to just accept the apology. You need to forgive the action, not, the person, not the action. Forgiveness is a way for us to release. It is a way to let go, let that energy go. That is what holding us back. So whatever you have that's going on with that Four of Pentacles that you've experienced, that you're afraid of repeating, Spirit's saying you need to let that go. You need to seek that forgiveness and either forgive them yourself or have a conversation, forgive the person. Don't justify the action, but understand that people are human and they make mistakes. So especially if somebody's reaching out trying to apologize, you maybe need to explore that avenue. With friendship, we also, as we grow and change, our circles change. We have with the aligning of your values and morals that we talked about earlier. People come and go because they may no longer fit inside the circle or inside the life that we're trying to build. So we may need to let go of some of those people that their friendship no longer serves us on a daily basis. It doesn't mean you can never talk to them again. It doesn't mean that you're upset with them. It just means that their time has ended and it's time to open up new energy for people who are on the path that you're on currently. So Spirit's just giving you that gentle reminder that you will find like-minded people, especially if you continue to do the work that's portrayed here. As your values align and your life aligns, people just tend to enter your circle. Our last card is our advice card, and we have Starlight. You have been upset in the past by the action of others, and now it's time for you to say enough and live your own life. Okay, so that's very similar to the forgiveness card. So some of you Taurus may have experienced some definite heartbreak or betrayal or some sort of terribleness, and Spirit's saying it's time to release that. It's time to stop letting these people have power over us. You keep them in the power by letting them continuously affect you, by letting them affect your day, affect how you live, how you are. If you continue to focus on the pain that they caused you and all of that preventing you from moving and growing, you can get nowhere because they still have a hold on you. They still have some sort of power over you, even though you're not talking to them, or they're no longer a part of your everyday. You're still keeping them in that energy. So there's a prayer here. I ask now for the wisdom to bring forward new energies of growth so that I may move on in full. I ask the universe of joy to bring me a way of goodness that shines out around me. So be it. So that's a prayer for your Starlight card. Taurus, this is a wonderful reading. There's a lot of purification and forgiveness and courage and amazingness, but I don't feel that it's a lot. I really feel, I mean, it is a lot. I just mean I don't feel any negative energy associated with this. I feel a lot of healing with this, a lot of work, but a lot of spiritual growth and a lot of reaffirming who you are as a person, which is a beautiful spiritual person. These are the messages I've been given by Spirit, and I truly hope that it resonated with you. Remember to check out our other readings for different perspectives. We hope that you'll like this video and you'll subscribe to our channel. Love and light, my hopes for a fantastic rest of your day.